Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the European Multinational Security Protocol. I'm going to perform another priestly duty, and every single one of them I get more experience and this becomes easier to do. This is the third day of American occupation in European Union. The individual states are no longer sovereign. Marco Rubio gave the mandates of America to the little boys out there. You know, the European elite and the Vatican, you know what I'm saying? So I refused duty. There was a point in these European Multinational Security Protocol duties, because this is duty, you know. I refused it because of what's happening in the European Parliament. So I figured out that the Pope of Rome is the head of the Vatican Eagle throne, and that's like the Witcher. And then you got these quote priests, the cardinals, that are like these magicians in The Witcher, and these people, they do business with the political houses, the kings, the monarchs, the presidents and stuff, and then they organize the continent. That's a little bit the timeline of the Pope of Rome. So when the Pope of Rome commit the sins, when the Europeans commit the sins, what happens is that Justitia, that is a European storm, becomes possessed by chaos. So every time when a European man say, I know what is right, I'm a righteous man, let's go do what we have to do, then chaos wakes up in European Justitia and strikes that man. Bow to the fucking matriarchy now! Or get cancelled. You know what I'm saying? That is called chaos. It's this hysteria. All men are shit. All men are shit. You are the shit. You're a man. You are a fucking rapist. That's called chaos. So every time the Westerner man, the European man sin against God, more sins. And what do I mean with sins? Priestly duties, right? Violations against universal law. Hypocrisy. You know, all the stuff that the European men are doing. You know. So when you I got striked. Let me tell you this thing. I got TikTok live, and I got violation warning. Yeah, because I'm repeating this hate speech. This is the hate speech. So TikTok flagged this for hate speech, but this is not hate speech. This is an imitation. What's happening in European Parliament. So the sins of the European men rise to the European Justitia, and every time a European man does what he or she wants to do, then chaos shows up and administrate the karmic mirror. This is the thing. So when you got bad karma in Europe, the system works. You do your destiny. You as an individual man, whether you're the Pope or the cardinals or the presidents or the chancellors or majors or wherever you are in Europe, you have a destiny, a natural way of operating. Every time you do what you feel is your destiny, chaos will show up. And then Justitia Europe, in these hosts of chaos, will jam shut your destiny until you bow. So the Pope of Rome went around, accept matriarchy, accept what more did he accept? Communism, accept all these things. He's bowing, because if he doesn't bow, he gets struck. He gets struck by this chaos, and then he cannot continue his destiny. So the Pope of Rome is maneuvering in hypocrisy and manipulation, trying to stay alive. That shit don't work. That's not how you fight chaos. Political, human, carnal energies. The Pope of Rome, political, human, carnal energies, not capable of supernatural warfare. Okay? So as long as the people in Vatican City are quote-unquote little amateurs, yeah, what's going to happen is that the European Multinational Security Protocol wakes up, and there you go. Here I am, going to show you how to defeat the enemy of Europe. It's called United States of America. So that's the issue. I defeated this European Justitia, whereby I can become a European Justitia, whereby these feminazis are no longer a European Justitia. So now I got no more issues, because the feminazis have been defeated. They no longer have Justitia. When the European woman smashed the European man, that's your karma, not my karma. So when the European woman wants to subordinate me, like I am a colonizer, like I am a genocidal fucking maniac. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm not a European. It's the karma of Europe. You colonize and colonize France, colonial fucking empire. All the other fucking colonial empires have stopped. You already stopped colonizing, right? So, but now we have, you have genocidal states and shit. Those are the sins of those nations. When you start to use Justitia Europe to smash me like I am one of those guys, you're gravely mistaken. I'm not from I'm not a Westerner. I got a European passport, but I come from a colonized background. So when you start hitting a colonized one like he is a colonizer, that's a war you're going to face. That's not going to work. Not going to work. Okay, so that's how I defeated Justitia Europe. They're smashing me like I'm some kind of genocidal fucking maniac, like the other Germans. Okay, so let me continue with justice work, because I'm going to show you how to defeat the United States of America. Yep. So, yeah. There is something which is called the karmic balance, and that's a super complex mechanics. So in Vatican City, European elite, if you want to understand how to defeat the United States of America, you have to literally open your mind and listen to me. There is something in the West which is called systemic mind. That's something, I'm telling you the truth. That's a whole different level of stuff. Most people don't accept this. When I start talking in name of systemic mind of the West, you all going to not accept this, especially not in America. The systemic mind of the West, what it does, it's trying to escape the prison. The systemic mind of the West wants to escape the prison. What am I talking about? The West is a colonial empire. So the systemic mind understands universal law. So what does it do? It brings in Africans and makes them Queen of England in films. And reverse the script, whereby the black man is superior to the white man. Am I saying that the black man is superior to the white man? I'm not saying anything like that. I am saying the sins of the white man upon the black man, I just use these terms. I'm not a fucking racist. But this is how that works. That systemic mind knows that the white man has karmic debts to the black man. So that systemic mind is paying the debts. That's why there are so many foreigners in Germany. The systemic mind, when an Arabian starts doing crazy shit, no judgment. When a German starts doing crazy shit, maximum fucking penalty. Because there is a systemic history, ladies and gentlemen. There's a history. So the German man has a generational account which is not so good, responsible for 2 fucking world wars. So they have what is known as a generational karmic debt, whereby in the game of the systemic mind, they have a very low priority. They have lots of debts. So when a foreigner enters Germany, that foreigner might not be as strong as a German. You know, Germans have a certain culture, a systemic, stabilized culture. The person from outside coming inside of Germany might not have such a stable philosophical culture. But that person is not tainted by genocide karma. That person is not tainted by generational, invasional, all that negativity. The other nations have different issues. Every nation has an issue, ladies and gentlemen. Only Germans have genocidal issues. So when a foreigner enters Germany, that soul of that foreigner is not that dirty. It's all dirty souls, don't get me wrong. But that German soul is loaded. Do I hate anyone here? Is this hate speech? No, this is called systemic justice. So the systemic mind of the West wants to pay the debts of the Westerners. Once the systemic mind has paid the debts of the Westerners, the West can become free. That's why the Pope of Rome used to be an Argentinian, and then it was something else, and it was something else. These positions of authority, a black man becoming president of America, that's called generational karma. You know, I know the sounds of the church is a little bit irritating, but I'm going to continue this live. The most powerful position in the system with Barack Obama is payment. The most powerful position in the system with Francis is payment. The Spaniards and all these people went into Latin America. So what happened? The systemic mind bring in a Latin American to become Pope. The African man was colonized and enslaved by the Westerner man. All of a sudden, a black man ruled the West for two seasons. This is called karmic justice, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you can understand me. I hope you're still following me. So, what Westerners don't understand is this thing called universal justice. If you don't repay your crimes to the ones you violate, you cannot move on. You cannot have a healthy relationship, no healthy relationship life, no peace in your country, no marriage. Your marriage will not function. Your church will not function. Nothing will function. Your mom will abandon you. Your dad will abandon you. Your friends will betray you. You will get terrorized in school. Every level of your life will be terror because you have what is known as systemic depth. That's called systemic mind. Are you still following me? Okay, so the systemic mind looks at you, and the systemic mind looks at me and watches our soul. Yes, and puts our soul on the scale. Okay, the systemic mind doesn't care if you have title Pope of Rome or Prophet of God or anything of that nature. It doesn't care. It puts you on the scales and scans your account. Okay, so I am in the negative. So not super negative, but there's a generational issue going on whereby the Europeans started to terrorize me. The German police and the German system started terrorizing me. And I reacted to the terrorism by simply starting humiliation rituals. The Pope of Rome said that we're going into a world where the mightiest rule. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't care, I'm speaking the truth. The Pope of Rome is warning that the mighty men are ruling, right? So I am in the karmic negative, and the Justitia Europe get an opening to administrate my karma to me in the name of systemic mind, but the Europeans are simply so pathetically weak that I can just dash them. I can dash into them. So that sadly, turns me into something like mafia. So I'm not trying to be mafia. I just don't tolerate, I tolerate justice. But the problem with these Germans is they do this, they terrorize. So you can administrate justice, but these Germans, they terrorize you. And I don't tolerate the terrorism. So if there is a justice administration happening, I know when somebody's speaking justice and when somebody's leaving a message. Okay? When Germany is dealing with my business, they're leaving me a message. And I left them a fucking message back. But that's not that's the power. This is called the law of the most powerful. So here in Europe has fallen. Their justice system has become so weak, it has become the law of the most fucking powerful. I rule because I'm stronger than them. It is just the way it is. That I'm not right. I'm not wrong, but I'm also not right. I'm fixing my shit. So I'm just being honest with you. Okay? So while I am fixing my shit, that gives them no fucking right to terrorize me. You can only terrorize those who say they have no fucking shit. If you're walking on this earth and you say, I have no crimes and I have no shit, who are you to judge me? Terrorize those motherfuckers. Don't terrorize the man that go like, yeah, I'm fixing shit. I'm fixing shit. I know there's some shit going on. I'm fixing shit. Don't fucking terrorize those kind of guys. The Germans terrorize anyone they want, however they want. And that's how they ended up in this conflict. So, okay. I defeated Justitia Europe and I became Justitia Europe. I'm above the law. What am I talking about? I am the law. So now, I'm still in a little bit of negativity, and I'm telling you this because I'm trying to help the Pope of Rome with the information. So what comes now is called American justice. Are you still following me? So there is a karmic opening in my life where a Justitia can enter and administrate systemic mind justice to me. So I'm literally like, imagine that I'm like 99% positive and 1% negative. Listen to me. So imagine my soul is 99% positive and 1% negative. That's where it enters. This American Hades, this American occupation, this demon of the American president simply enters European Union. And because I got this little 1% left of karmic energy that needs to be fixed, that's how it entered my life. So when I insult America, when I insult El Donaldo Trumpo, I am actually triggering the system to come after me. But because I got no karmic depths, because I got no karmic issues, Hades comes down in my life, but it doesn't really do anything effectively. Well, but I can see its movement because it's too weak. It's not weak. Hades can kill you, but he can only kill you when it's your time to die. Okay? So it's not my time to die. So I can challenge United States of America, and Hades will come down and will fucking scratch me, and that's it. So because it scratched me, because why else do you think I use terms like you know, the NATO treaty is a gay fantasy? I know that they don't like that. I know that's the way how to trigger the system, right? So I'm triggering the system again, the law of the strongest again. Yes, there you go. There it is again. Okay. So this is the script. I'm showing you this thing. So if my soul is 99% positive and 1% negative, imagine a video game in the two-dimensional, and I'm the player, and in front of me appear 99 good guys and 1 bad guy. That's the karma. That's the mirror. 99 good guys, and Hades shows up 1 time. So imagine that I'm the Pope of Rome, and I only have bad karma, a 99% negative and 1% positive. Then I'm waking up in a video game where every single one in front of me, 99 out of 100, is possessed by Hades. Comment for you. So I don't know what the karma of the Pope is. I'm just teaching you how the system works. I have oversight. I'm faster than the United States of America. This is not an opponent. America is not an opponent for me. I'm glorying. No fucking problem. Listen to me. If you are cursed, if God is angry at you, if your karmic account is negative, Justitia will come for you, whether it's European or American or Russian or whatever, and these people will get victory over you because you have karmic debts to pay. You owe the system. So what European Union needs to understand is that European Union used to be a positive influence upon the system, systemic builders. European Union used to be a civilization. Are you all listening to me? European Union used to be a civilization. So when you're in civilization, you believe in giving and taking. You give and you take. There's a balance. Europe does not believe in balance. Europe is taking and taking and taking and taking. And Europe is taking and taking and taking. And now Europe has taken so much, they have no more blessings. Ladies and gentlemen, the systemic mind looks at Europe and says, no more blessings. So, when we became occupied by America, what did I do? I made 2 videos, day number 1, number 2. And what did I say? Did you all listen to me? What did I say? I said, shut up. Stop defying America. Stop threatening Donald Trump. That's what I did, right? I said, whatever you're doing now is going to destroy you. Stop doing it. We need to reorganize, re-strategize. First thing you do is shut up. Shut up against Donald Trump. Shut the shut. That's what I said first. And then the second time I said, this is called Justitia. And if you defy America, Justitia will come and destroy your destiny, give you a little bit of an explanation of how these mechanics work. And now I'm going to show you how to defeat the United States of America. Are you ready? I'm going to show you. It took me, this is the 3rd day. The occupation came down. Hades of America came down. It took me 3 days to get up again and show you how to defeat America. Do you all want to know how to defeat America? I'm going to show you how to crack that nut. Okay. Pope of Rome, cardinals, presidents, kings, how you all doing? Your karmic account is not ultra negative, but your blessings are gone. So that means it's your game, right? Imagine a 2-dimensional adventure game, and imagine the Pope being a character playing a game. And in front of the Pope are no longer any positive people. Only drama. Imagine the video game, the Pope became a nightmare, and Hades is like, let's use Disney. Hades has blue hairs, fire blue hairs. So the karma of the Pope, when his karma is negative, systemic mind negativity, when he has systemic debts, when the Pope of Rome has systemic debt, yeah, I'm holding you accountable, then in front of the Pope of Rome will appear the host of Justitia America, Hades, whereby the individual will be like with blue hairs, like Hades, only not Hades, but a figure possessed by Hades. And that person will start accursing the Pope. Cancel the Pope. Cancel this man, right? Get rid of him. End his game. It's a virus trying to end the game of the Pope, trying to close the embassy, trying to close the bank account, trying to close, right? So When the Pope of Rome defies the United States of America without having karmic positivity, he got no right to speaking. If you have blessings, if I do more good than I do bad, when I build the system instead of breaking the system owes me. Are you listening to me? If you learn from me and your destiny improves, you owe me. You're not going to pay me, but God is going to pay me by giving me your destiny particles. That's called law of surprise. When you are falling and I help you get up and fight your enemy, you owe me. You, the individual, will never acknowledge that because you're not very thankful. Let me tell you what the Bible says. Jesus Christ healed people from blindness. I think he was healing 12 people or 10 people. And 9 of them ran off, didn't even thank him. 9 out of 10 of the people would just walk on and go like, oh, that's nice, I can see you again. And only 1 of these people turned around was like, oh my God, Jesus Christ, thank you very much for opening my eyes. Great, fantastic. People are not grateful. Okay? So when the Pope of Rome takes more than he gives and he's no longer producing anything and he's becoming a parasite, that's what it is. If you're a systemic parasite, then Justitia, which in our case now American occupation is American Justitia, will come in your life and enter the people around you and start canceling you. So if you want to defeat American Justitia, all you got to do is create a systemic account of positivity, and that's when Hades is no longer permitted to enter the destiny of the Pope. So the worse the karma of the Pope, the more the Pope becomes a parasite, the more crimes the European elites commit, the more rights this American Justitia gets to start destroying the destiny. That's how this works. So yeah, now I have oversight. Took me 3 days to get complete oversight to put this American eagle in check. Okay, I got it in check. And I'm showing you how to strike this thing. When the Pope of Rome continues the journey, as how he does it, he's going to create more karmic depths. Let me show you how you create karmic depths. If I walk up to China, okay, and I make an agreement with China, I might become stronger today. But I'm weakening the system because the system has a strategy against China. The system has a rivalry with China. So when I use the system to create cooperation with China against the will of the United States, then I am weakening the system. I am damaging the system. I get a little bit more stronger, but the system gets weaker, whereby I become in debt to the system. That's the problem. When you work with Iran, Iran is making war against the system. So I'm weakening the system when I work with Iran. Is that so complicated? So every time Europe does things that weakens the system, you're paying with your generational blessings. This is the problem. So every time the Pope appoints a bishop that is politics and not religion, he is criming against the system and he's going to pay with his generational energy. And there is no more generational energy. It's gone. Bankrupt. Spiritually dead. The Pope is spiritually dead. And Hades showed up. And every time you make a wrong move against the system, you are fueling the United States of America. And this American Justitia will enter the game and start possessing people in your life. And these people will cancel you. And it will destroy you. That's the game. This is the game. This is European Union. So yes, now I got oversight. Now I give perfect instructions. What did I do? The first 2 videos without oversight, I said, shut up, stop treasoning, stop manipulating, stop criming. Yeah, that's the message. If you want to defeat American Hades, if you want to get Justitia America out of your life, if you want to overcome the occupation, all you need to do is invest in the system, whereby the system starts owing you. Whereby when you're Christian, like Pope of Rome, your Christianity needs to be an improvement. Your Christianity must improve the system. When your Christianity destroys the system, it's invalid. It doesn't matter what religion you have. If your religion destroys the system, it's not valid. If you're destroying the system, you're going to pay with your generational blessings and your karmic account will become negative. When your karmic account becomes negative, the systemic mind allows Justitia America to come claim the debts and humiliate you. That's how America has defeated Pope of Rome and European Union. And because European Union this is no longer a justice state. Here, the mightiest rule. It is just the way it is. It's not because I'm from the core a bad person. I accept justice, no problem with that. But I don't take humiliation rituals lightly. If I'm making a mistake, if people correct me, I go like, okay, show me the mistake, I'll check it out, no fucking problem. Oh, there you go, I made a mistake, but don't fucking terrorize me because I make a mistake. The fuck who you think you are? You think I'm a fucking colonial slave? Is it the fucking colonial empire? And then I fight back. That's just the way it is. So I'm not from the core of fucking mafiosi or something like that. But this is probably how it looks like to them. I fucking overruled them, and now I'm fucking overruling their fucking occupier. The fucking America I'm overruling. I'm showing you all the fucking weaknesses. Okay, so when is Donald Trump gonna fall? You all want to know when Donald Trump is gonna fall? You know, it is something. Do you want to know what happens? Do you want to know when Donald Trump is gonna fall? You think I'm scared for United States of America? Let me show you this thing. I'm gonna show you when America is gonna fall. Okay, so first, Europe, you lost your generational blessings. Everyone who criticizes you, European elite, you call the police, put a domestic terrorist thing on, and you destroy that person until all the critique is gone. Colonial master, colonial empire shit, right? Genocidal fucking maniacs. Colonial fucking maniacs. If you dare to rise up against the colonial master, you will get the domestic fucking terrorist title, and they will fucking crush you. And these mad people will crush anyone who dare to fucking oppose them. Christian, Muslim, they don't give a fuck. They will destroy your personality. They will destroy your character. They will destroy your persona. They will destroy you. How dare you, right? So that's how they messed up their blessings. The European elite messed up their blessings this way, and this is how they become debtors to the system. This is how they became fucking parasites. You think America is any different? You think America is any different? It's just a fucking moment of time until the European elite go like, oh my God, war crimes, war crimes. And that Donald Trump is going to crush him and crush him and crush him and crush him some more and crush Europe some more and crush some more and crush more. And then all of a sudden, the generational energy will also leave Donald Trump. Yeah, that Donald Trump is outliving. Donald Trump has outlived these European madmen. That's all this is. It's like you're all dying. I'm looking at fucking dead people. I'm looking at those who are spiritually dying. Okay, Europe, you spiritually died. Look at that madman in the White House. How long do you think that this guy is going to do his fucking American terror until he ran out of his generational blessings and end up just like the Pope? Standing there without... Justitia America is going to leave him. Do I know how much generational blessings he has? I have no idea, man. I don't know. But what I know, every time that this American president tyrannizes people, whatever he tyrannizes in war or tyrannizes Europe or whatever, every time he does his tyrannical fucking bullshit, there'll come a point that his soul depletes of generational blessings and Justitia America leaves him. Just like how Justitia Europe left the Pope. I am the fucking law. Who are you? Okay? So Donald Trump is the law in America. And America is occupying Europe. So don't play games with these people. We are still occupied. Europe is occupied territory. If you defy America and you create more systemic debts, Justitia America will come in your life, destroy your marriage, destroy your life, destroy your reputation. You will get destroyed. Okay? This is American occupied territory. But that will not last forever. Donald Trump will sooner or later burn his blessings the same way the Europeans burned his blessings. And then Hades will leave Justitia America, and then the Holy Spirit of God Almighty will become Justitia America, and Justitia America will enter someone else. I don't know. Hello, American Underground. There is an American Underground. There are people in America rebelling against Donald Trump. There are people in America that want to have Epstein. Epstein, motherfuckers. He was a child, motherfuckers. Fucking children fuckers. Okay? When Donald Trump burns his generational blessings, Justitia America will leave him and enter someone in America who still has a destiny, the opposition leader. There is someone in the American Senate, or whatever it's called over there, the parliament, who is trying to get this Epstein shit fixed. Justitia America will enter that person. So Donald Trump is sitting in that White House over there. He thinks he got everything under control. He thinks his super demon is super mighty and shit. His super demon has fucking subordinated all fucking Europeans fucking weaklings. This so-called quote-unquote super demon, it took me 2.5 days to subordinate it and outspeed it. It's not that strong. It's only strong against fucking weaklings and fucking retards. People who walked away from God and said we don't need God. People with wise in their own eyes. It only works against fucking idiots. Okay? The moment this Donald Trump burns his blessings, just like the Europeans, Justitia will leave him, enter his someone out there, and that someone out there in America will become just like me. Like how I am Justitia Europe, that individual will become Justitia America, and the Holy Spirit through Justitia America is going to show the entire world, Epstein motherfuckers. Hey, how you all doing? This is the law of the mighty. Epstein motherfuckers. I'm not glorying in strength. I'm still fixing my karma. I am fixing my karma. This is how I fix my karma. Europea occupied. Europeans are sad. Europeans, you're occupied. Okay, this is how you defeat your enemy. This is called service. And if you help others, and you cannot, if you help someone, and that person doesn't reward you, then you're fixing your karma. So this is that I'm trying to fix the last 1%, so that I become a positive, right? And then this American Hades will go away. Yeah, this El Donaldo Trumpo is not strong. He's stronger than everyone else, but that's because you have to understand relativity. Relativity. Donald Trump is quote unquote strong in comparison to these fucking weaklings. Okay. I know this sounds like the law of the strongest, but this is just, what do you want me to say? This is the authenticity. So let's talk about marriage. You know, this Mertz. Let me continue with Mertz. Mertz said that rape doesn't exist if you're married. Christianity of the West. Let's focus, right? So I know that Mertz has contract with God. I know that. I know he got a contract with God. So the Pope got a contract with God as well. These people are Christians. They're just not good Christians. They're parasitical Christians, right? So you got Mertz is a parasitical Christian. So here's prophet of God Almighty talking to parasitical Christians. Do you know how long I served in the church? I mean, I don't even remember, but it's longer than 10 years. I assure you this, longer than 10 years. And I met a lot of Christians, and they pray to God for a wife. Oh, I'm actually going to do this. And God ain't giving them a wife. God ain't giving you people a wife. You Christian men, you ain't getting a wife. And why you ain't getting a wife? It's because you believe really weird things, like that you have the right to rape a woman. You know, that you can have sex with her without any consent just because you're married. These are weird, fucking perverted belief systems. So allow me, as prophet of God, to show you some proper how to do this properly, right? How to be a Christian in the marriage, okay? So you cannot get divorced. So there's a point when a man and a woman fall in love, right? That's what Mertz said. If you're married, then you're going to have sex with each other, right? If you're married, then if you like each other, then how can sex be rape? So he's like a really dumb, two-dimensional idiot going like this. If you're married, there's no rape. What the fuck is wrong with you people? That's Germany, man. I'm telling you the truth. So, of course, if you think that's Christianity, you're going to look at Christianity and go like, the fuck is this? That's not Christianity. This Mertz is a quote-unquote fake Christian, and God's going to discipline this man with American terror, right? So this is not the appropriate Christianity. What I'm going to show you now is appropriate Christianity. There are women who enter a marriage because they want to extract wealth out of a man, and they're not interested in the man. They play a game, and they go like, there's the man. How do I extract the wealth out of the man? So you have sex. You lure the man with the sexual. You get married to the man, and then you divorce the man, take half his money, walk the fuck away. Thank you very much, bye. That's called abuse of marriage contract, right? So there are so many women who are in hatred, parasites, that abuse marriage. So they go like this. I'm just going to have sex with the man, get married with the man, go like, oh my God, he raped me, get out of here. Yeah, that's really bad. That's not rape. No, that's not rape. So it's his mind is like a little peanut brain. I'm talking about Mert's little fucking peanut brain. And I can talk like that. Title, prophet of God. What you going to do? Persecute me for telling the truth? Okay? So if you speak Christianity, you need to expand your little fucking peanut brain. Yes. So when you're married, you love each other. There's love. And when you love each other, you have sex with each other. That's what happens when there is love. So if there comes a problem, the woman doesn't want to have sex with the man anymore, there is obviously a problem. So when a woman has a problem with a man is supposed to go like this. Maybe we should get some fucking therapy. Maybe we should talk about it. Maybe I should figure out why the woman doesn't want to have sex with me again. You got to fix your issues. If you love the woman, you're going to try to figure out what's wrong. Why she don't want you anymore? Why she doesn't want you anymore? You're going to fix that. You're going to fix that marriage. You're going to reorganize and try to find out what is so displeasing. These men don't have any instinct you don't have to beg a woman, you don't have to bow to a woman, but you have to understand when a woman is dissatisfied, and you have to evaluate is her dissatisfaction right or wrong. And if you have a disagreement, you go to the church and you pray and say, we have a marital problem. How do we fix this? When there is a marital problem, you don't just walk over and have sex with her. That's not necessarily the ultimate form of rape, but that is complete marital misconduct. That's criminal behavior. Okay, if you're not married, this is all about context. So don't get all fucking hysteria, okay? I know this is a very sensitive subject. People want to have control and stuff. Men want to control women, women want to control men. Keep me out of that shit. If a stranger, walk up to another woman and have sex with her without consent, that's called the coldest form of rape. There's a gray tint. Justice is not black and white. If a stranger man rape a stranger woman, that's maximum form of rape. If a married man is so fucking ignorant that he displeases his wife and his wife hates the man and he just walks over her, that is the least form of quote unquote sexual misconduct. But it is sexual misconduct, yes. So when Mert's standing there with his fucking little fucking pea brain in the name of Christianity saying, or it's not rape, no, he's not understanding the context. Christians have a lot of problem with understanding justice. Okay? So if you start talking like Mertz about that's not rape, you don't know what the fuck justice is. And if you don't know what the fuck justice is, and you start persecuting people in the name of justice, yeah, your country is not going to respect you. Nobody respects Mertz because he doesn't understand what the fuck justice is. So this is called justice. And when you speak justice, people will respect you. So it's for you all Europeans time to go back in your Bible and know what love means. If you love your woman, you're not going to rape her. You're not going to do that. You're going to have a therapy.